Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Do remember, if you'd like to subscribe to this channel, hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right here and select all to receive all notifications upon the videos that come out on this channel. Also, my backup channel is Tony Harvin Network if you'd like to do the same. Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel, my primary YouTube channel. And this here is Live Conversations number 243. Live Conversation number 243. I greet everybody upon this evening. It's been a long day. It's been a long day for sure. Working and, you know what I mean, doing all these other YouTube channels and whatnot, man. But I'm blessed to still be here and having enough energy to talk and put out content on this YouTube channel. Tonight, we were supposed to have another YouTuber to give their testimony about how they came across the truth of God. But I had to, adjust. True champions adjust. And, we had to come out with a live conversation number 243 with a topic like this for sure. So I greet everybody upon this night. We probably going to keep it short and sweet and things like that on this live conversation because I am tired. I am sleepy. You understand that? So we're just going to touch on this, and do remember that y'all know my disclaimer. I'm not a pastor, preacher. I don't hold any type of office in the church and things of that nature, And I'm not here to violate any type of community guidelines, any type of copyright infringement. This here is live conversation number 243, and we're here to talk about betrayal. Have you ever been betrayed by somebody close to you? Have you ever been betrayed by a family member or family members in general? So shout out to everybody who's been supporting all my YouTube channels, man. All of them. You understand? My Tony Harvin Network, man. That channel is doing great right now. You understand? It's a blessing. And forgive me if y'all hearing some type of barks and whatnot, some type of dog outside. You understand? You know what I mean? In general. But I thank everybody for supporting all the YouTube channels that I got up. All the Facebook content that I'm putting up, Daily Motions, Rumble.com, anything that I'm putting out there on any social media platform is a blessing for sure in general. What up to everybody in the chat room, man? What up to Flemings, Bob T, Pamela Avery, Pamela. What up, Linda Walton, Toya, greetings. Jen Juice said you back again. I'm back for a little bit, man. I'm back for a little bit here, I didn't put no content out on this channel today, so I thought I'd put a little something out for sure and things like that. And got some stuff going on Tony Harvin TV also that I had to put out that I didn't even get to that yet. You know what I mean? So some more content is coming out. What up, Jeremy? Appreciate that at Flemings. What up, Marianne? Denise? Linda Walton says, yes, both. It's a sad thing that, when you grow up with family members and friends and those who you play with and, build a friendship with, you know what I'm saying? Even family, because them be the ones closest to you. You have little get-togethers, when you back in the day, we used to have dinners and whatnot, Sunday dinners and all that other stuff. And these days, you don't see or hear too much of that stuff. But you're around your cousins, you're around your nephews, if you got some, your nieces, your aunts, your uncles, and whatnot. And you grow up and you come to learn that these people are wicked. You know what I mean? There can be people out there that's just jealous of you based upon your walk. You understand? How you stand for life in itself. On the other YouTube channel, we talked about, when you come across the truth, when you're trying to better yourself, we kind of touched on that just a little bit. When you come across the truth, you're going to have a lot of people, especially the closest ones to you that you used to hang out with. You know what I mean? That's going to have a high level of jealousy for you. They may hide it from you. We also mentioned, I believe it was yesterday, people will come off as if they love you in the public. They come off, listen, this is my sister, this is my brother, this is my cousin. You know what I'm saying? We ride or die, we road dogs. But in private areas, listen, they waiting for a knife. They got a knife waiting for you, waiting to stab you in the back, not more so physically, but mentally and emotionally, to try to bring you down, less than low. All right. Jinju says, betrayal is worse than death. What up, Crazy Self? Something to behold. Shout out to you and your YouTube channel, man. Appreciate the good content that you've been putting out. You understand? Keep up the good work for sure. I know it's work. I know it's work, man. But keep on doing your thing as Simply Behold. If anybody got a YouTube channel where you got good content out there, or if you got a good business out there with some good positive stuff, listen, let me know. I'll promote it. You understand? If it's nothing crazy, if it's something crazy, I'm not promoting that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not promoting that. But shout out to everybody who's doing their thing positively. What up, Tyrone Giles? You said shalom. Praying that all is well with you and your family. Stay strong while on this battlefield. Appreciate that. Comar says Backstabbers, wow, it's going to be good. Fleming says, please stick to the subject at hand for sure. Get him, Flemings. Get him, Flemings. Marianne says, yes, I've been betrayed by family members. Me too. I remember back in 2012 or 11. I gave this story before about a vehicle that I needed to get to my first CDL job. It was with Rutgers University out there in New Brunswick, New Jersey. I'm traveling from Jersey City. Now that's a 45-minute drive. I believe taking Route 1 and 9. You know what I mean? And I needed a vehicle. I didn't want to go to the dealership or nothing. So I went to a cousin who is now deceased. No offense to him, or no, granted that he was still wicked at the end of the day. But I got a car from him, at the time, and the car was a lemon. And he didn't tell me. You understand that? Now, if you got love for your family, you know what I mean? You're not going to sell them a lemon, or you're going to tell them all the issues, all the problems with that vehicle at the end of the day. You understand? We arranged a deal, and it was close. You understand? So, listen, I gave the car back, man. End of the story. I didn't want that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and travel and on a lemon on the highway and the car keeps shutting off. I don't want this thing. You understand? So I gave it back. And no, I didn't. I didn't give it back, did I? Yeah, I did give it back. I gave it back to an uncle who nobody know where I live at, man. I don't give family members my address back then. And I still don't. You know what I mean? If you're not my mother, my grandmother, or my children, no way. You understand? So uncle came to my house. He knew the area that I lived in because we had another cousin that lived around the corner. You know what I'm saying? So he came to the house, man. He said, man, I got to use the bathroom bad. So I didn't think nothing of it. So he got the address, you know what I'm saying, off the doors and whatnot. And then I received a court notice of being taken to court for being sued by my cousin for that vehicle. You understand? So I gave it back, and then he tried to get another couple $1,000 from me, or $1,500, whatever the case may be. Point of the story that he lost at the end of the day. You know what I mean? That really put something on me as far as not trusting family members, a lot of them at all. You understand? Because you really got to be on your toes with people when you get older, because everybody is not out for your good, even your own family. I don't care if they're listening. You understand? I don't care if some of them are listening. You know I'm telling the truth. A lot of y'all in this family, y'all not to be trusted. You understand? For sure. All right. Craig Giselle says, just sent an email to both of your emails on debating Jesus Christ against Hayes. Let's see what happens. Oh, I just seen that. I seen that notification. It didn't give the full name. It just says simply when it came up. But I figured it was you. I'll check it out, later on, and hopefully, man, you know what I mean? We'll see. That's a good discussion right there. Two people who can have an intellectual biblical discussion, man. That'll be great for sure, man. That'll definitely be great. You know what I mean? So I definitely get to it. All right. He said you just love being here. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like doing the YouTube and whatnot, man, for sure. I'm not out there partying, clubbing, and stuff like that, man. I'm trying to make use of, encouraging the people, empowering the people, and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I do. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? And I've been doing stuff like this since I was about 16 years of age. You know what I mean? Just on the computers, just creating photos or videos and stuff like that. So I kind of been doing this stuff since I was 16, but more so now that I'm really taking it you know what I'm saying, real serious, more so. Really putting, I'm not going to say my all because you're supposed to put your all into God, but all in the sense of, one's craft and whatnot. You know what I mean? I never took anything too serious, whether it was boxing, you know what I'm saying, running track, whatever the case may be. Now, this is one thing now I said, let me just put my all craft wise and workmanship wise into this craft of YouTube video editing and stuff like that. That's why you may see me a little bit more often in general in these days, because I'm really trying it out a little bit more, in these days for sure. Marcus Hollis says, yes, been betrayed and also done betraying. Neither is a good feeling. Okay. Good, I think says, if you work in an office with more than one person, you know what backstabbing is. You got to be prayed up before clocking in the lion's den. Wow. An office. Listen, I'm glad to be a truck driver. Listen, I'm out there delivering. You understand? You understand the people's houses and stuff like that, or companies or construction sites. I ain't got to be around no folks in the office at all. Human resources. I know that's Gossip City right there. That's Gossip City. All companies, human resources. Listen, they're talking about this one. I'm pretty sure some people talking about me. Oh man, he quiet. He probably think he better than, he don't say nothing. XYZ. Who do you think he is? You know what I mean? I don't come to work to gossip. I go to work to get a paycheck. That's it. You understand? That's what I signed my application for. That's what I, expect every 2 weeks. You understand? I don't expect to hear gossip from people at work at all. Those who work with me, there's some former co-workers that may come in and check out the YouTube channels or the YouTube channel in general. They know I'm quiet. I'm quiet as kept. You understand? I don't got time for that gossip at all. I'm just here to cut this check and let's get up out of here. Let's do these deliveries and let's get up out of here. So I can't imagine working in a office at all. I never worked in an office to my knowledge. You know what I mean? In the sense of being around people in a cubicle or whatever and stuff like that. No, I don't like that type of stuff. But I do know it's Gossip City. Listen, if you work in the office, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. You know what I mean? Just be quiet. Go to work for a check. You go to work to make money. You don't go to work to gossip. Do your job. Answer the emails. You understand? And things like that. Answer the phone. Get your paperwork done. There's no sense of talking about if this person over here is a good worker. And then you talking about them behind their back, but you're smiling in their face. That's not good. You know what I mean? If I don't want to talk to somebody, guess what? I ain't going to talk to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to talk to them. I see people, when I go to work, they're congregating, talking, and whatnot. Listen, I don't care. I'm not going to go in a bunch and try to join in. No. I'm going to sit in my truck and chill out. You know what I mean? And eat some veggie chips, drink some beet juice, and call it a day. Who cares what they're talking about, man? We're going to get paid right here, sitting down, not to congregate and gossip with a bunch of, you know what I mean, gossipers out there talking about other people. And then when they're away from each other, they're talking about each other. I don't get that. I done work with some people. They come to me as if I want to hear it. I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, this person coming to me, and they talking about somebody that I just seen them, having laughing giggles with. You know what I mean? If you don't like the person, listen, don't even talk to them. Simple as that. You know what I mean? All right? Even family members too. Jeremy Dunmore says, I have never been hated on so much by people who claim to love you simply because my walk with God. Wow. That's crazy. What up, Quanta B? What up, Ernest Beard? He says, told me to depend on nobody but God. Simply Behold says, whenever I get closer to God, I notice my family detours from me. He says, you have a YouTube channel, Craig. Yep. Yes, he does, man. Yes. That's one YouTube channel that, is worth promoting, man, for sure. Because not everybody got some good YouTube channels, man. Not everybody put out good content, good quality and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You when you doing YouTube, man, He knows, man. He got the microphone and everything. That's good, man. You understand? And the man posts all the time. You understand? So that's good, man, for sure. He's doing his thing. He don't got negative videos up, bashing people, XYZ, you know what I mean? Okay. If you want to throw a jab at one of these haters, you understand, you can. But the man got some good content up there for sure. You know what I mean? What up, Mary Starkey? Fleming says, yeah, the closest ones to us knows our strength, weaknesses, desires, dreams, so they try to figure how to either take us out or to take us down. Wow. Marianne says, being betrayed by family members, that's a different type of pain. Wow. I mean, you're right. You're right. I didn't expect for a family member to take me to court. I didn't expect that. You know what I mean? I did not expect, a family member to take me to court over a vehicle. Is it that serious? When I was thinking back then. You understand? All right. Who says Denise says true. If it about money, don't care. Some people don't. Okay. What up, Prince Sean? Hope all is well. Good, I think says I heard a pastor say that if the devil was able to enter Judas to betray Jesus, who's to say he can't enter into your enemy to betray you? Maybe he will send his demons because we ain't that important. Well, you're right about that. You're right. I definitely agree with that, man. It's a sad thing when it's like, you grow up with family members, man, y'all playing in the sandbox. Y'all playing Nintendo 64, Mario Kart, 007, Street Fighter, Street of Rage. All them games, you growing up together. You fighting together, playing basketball. So you build trust. You build, friendship and things like that. And you feel as though it's the same way when you get older. And then when they betray you, it's like, wow, man, I didn't think, this person would do that to me. You know what I mean? Marianne says, began betrayed by family members. That's a different type of pain. That's a different type of pain. I think I read that. I think I did. Fleming says, we should never let our guards down when someone has earned your trust. Don't be too comfortable with people, especially those closest to you. Cain killed Abel, Judas sold Jesus out. Wow. All right. Wow. Nicole says, that's 100%. I don't have people at my house as well. And if they don't call before they come, I don't answer the door. I sit and look at TV as if though no one is there knocking. Oh, man. That's crazy, man. Listen, one thing I don't like is unannounced people. Unannounced people. Listen, nobody has my address and my family members. Nobody, besides my kids and stuff like that. But we talking about cousins, nephews, and aunts and uncles. Listen, if they're listening, I'm sorry, but you can't have my address. you understand? It won't happen. Because I don't need nobody showing up in front of my door. Listen, you got some room in here that I could stay? No. It's a process you got to go through. Even just to come visit. You understand? It's a process just to come visit me, because the extent of trust in these days are so thin among people. I don't trust nobody really. Very few people. Few. You understand? Few. But trust is hard to build in these days fully with people in these days, for sure. And the stuff I see on Facebook with family members and stuff like that, come on now. Stop it. You know what I mean? Stop the nonsense. Stop acting immature and stuff like that, and really get on a level of immaturity. And it don't go to everybody out there. Some, not everybody. All right, what up, G Money in Hollywood? All right. You said the average person might come across one friend in their entire lifetime that they can count on for anything, and that always want the best for them outside your mom, dad, and your direct siblings. That's true, man. That's true. That one person who want the best for you, that's absolutely true. You know what I mean? For sure. But it's very rare that you might find a person out here like that. But it's true. I definitely agree with that. All right. AG says backstabbers are invincible. Wow. He said going to get that money not to work. Linda Walton says, I tell people the same thing. They think I'm mean. I am mean. Hunter says, my truck is like my private office. Absolutely. Jeremy says, I drive as an energy advisor, so I'm solo. All day I'm around homeowners for a couple of hours, but they do their thing while I check their house for energy recommendations. Wonderful. Denise says, I work at a place where it's like Sodom and Gomorrah place. A woman that talked about God all day, I told her she needs to do her work. The next thing I knew, they called the police. Yo, that's funny. G Swole says, what up, Tony? I try to stick to my morals on stop trying to have personal relationships with coworkers when all that does is get me in trouble. Listen, that's my motive, man. Every time I go to a job or whatever the case may be, for many people who don't know, listen, CDL drivers, we could go anywhere we want, man. We go anywhere we want. Listen, we go to Home Depots, Lowe's, ShopRite, Publix, any company with truck drivers or whatever the case may be that they may need or whatever the case. You know what I mean? My motive is, listen, I'm not coming there to build no type of personal relationship. Now, granted that it may be some people you can connect with. Some. Very rare. Very, very rare in general that you connect with somebody at your place of work. But that's not my motive. You know what I mean? I'm not sitting here laughing, ha, 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 all day with people at work and whatnot. No way. You understand? No way. I don't come for that. You know what I mean? But I understand you at G Swole. What up, Tree? Simply Behold says, people gossiping at work. I don't know what that is. People would look at me as closed off whenever I would straight get to work. I didn't care though. What up, Skylar Sellers? Hope all is well. Lady Speed says, blessing bro in all the chat. Blessings to you too. For sure. Fleming says, some of us are easy targets. Sometimes, at times, we are susceptible to all kinds of manipulation. He says, I don't know. He says, Tony, I don't know how you manage 3 channels, but you put in work a lot. It's a lot. Absolutely, man. You know what I mean? It's a lot of work for sure. You know, I told myself one day that we really gonna me, myself, and I, we're gonna really put the work and effort in on this YouTube or whatever platforms in general, man. And it's been doing well for sure, man. If a person put their mind to something and really pray on it and things of that nature, you know what I mean? Because you got to put the work in anything you do. Anything you do, you know what I mean? Even despite if somebody's talking behind your back, trying to backstab you and things like that, just stay focused. Stay focused. You know, people throwing subliminal shots at you, stay focused. You know what I mean? Stay focused. At the end of the day, you know, we talked about the trolls on the other YouTube channel. Stay focused. Stay focused, man. Do not let anybody disrupt your focus. You know, at the end of the day, even somebody who you know that smile in your face and you know they want to backstab you, or if you come across a person who backstab you, listen, it may hurt mentally, emotionally for a bit, but also just stay focused. You understand? I'm staying focused. Listen, people want to go out, families want to have gatherings and whatnot. What I was doing, I was staying focused on my craft, video editing, making videos, whatever the case may be. I stayed focused. You understand? Stay focused. That was me. You know what I mean? Vivian Whitmore says, my so-called family hates me so much that they took money out my Wow. 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 That's crazy right there. Money, money and materialistic things is probably the biggest downfalls in the family. You know what I mean? Dealing with family, especially money. You know, I had, back in the day, we had some cousins. It was a big bank. I know, like them little, like them water bottles and whatnot. People put the quarters in there, they put the dollars, they put the $5 in there. A big bucket of change and money. I think it was about $900 in there. You know what I mean? So one day in Jersey City, I think I was about 19 and 20 years of age. Nobody in the house. All right, okay. How did this thing get stolen? You know what I mean? It was told that a cousin came through the window and took it. And that thing was Hattie's. So this person must have had some type of help at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So it's not good to really flash money. But then again, people still find out what's in your pocket. You know what I mean? So you just can't trust everybody, even in your household, even with your information, bank information, credit card information, cash app information, because you just never know. You just never know at the end of the day the agendas and the intentions of what people got for you. Finally aware of you. What up? What up? Hope all is well. Genju says, when people say to me, you think you're all that, I respond to them and say, no, I don't. But God does. You're the one that thinks that I'm all that. That shuts them up. Wow. Craig says, trust takes a moment to destroy, but years to build. AG says, stop inviting folks over. They want to take a CD or DVD with them to borrow. Oh, man. Wow. And, you got people who will do that, man. Although we don't got CDs and DVDs back in these days more so. But you got some family members that just want to come over to see what they can take. You understand? Blessingly, I got camera. I'm trying to get more cameras in my house, in my place. You understand? You know what I mean? Because even when you got cleaning people coming in, maintenance and all that other stuff, and or people who want to fix up your house, whatever the case may be, Spectrum coming in here. I don't trust people, man. I don't trust people. Listen, they in the house fixing up the wires. Listen, I'm gonna look at this. I don't care if I'm at work. Put it on the thing on a vehicle so it can hang up without me touching it. I do not trust people at all. When they're coming inside of the house of mine. We're talking about like Spectrum or the electrician or somebody like that. You know what I mean? So let alone family members. I will never, honestly, I will never have a gathering of a bunch of family members, man. You know what I mean? In the sense of allowing people to come over to party. If it's like a nice smooth gathering in the future, which is going to be hard for me to even consider. You know what I mean? If it ain't my kids and stuff like that, mother and grandmother, that'd be hard for me to consider. You know what I mean? Because when you have those family gatherings, what can possibly break out? Fights, people smoking, drinking, and whatnot. And I do not condone any of that at all. You understand? Especially in my place of business, my place of residence. You know what I mean? But people will come over and disrespect your house. Disrespect your house, man. Nicole Moore says, I can't stand unannounced people. Absolutely. Tree Holding says, I strive to help someone. I strive to help someone, and they was subtle, and everything came to light, and I cut them off. The husband called me asking why I shunned her. Well, God said, get far away from the strange woman, and I did. Oh, man, that's crazy right there, man. That's real crazy. All right. Denise Garnett says, sometimes you have to be like that. Absolutely. Absolutely, for sure. You know what I mean? G Swole says, why is it so hard to make friends nowadays when I still remember my high school days having some friends, constantly getting phone calls from them, but now my phone barely rings, having no real friends. Listen, understandable. I'm a person, I do not talk on the phone like that. You know what I mean? Here and there, and sometimes, but ever since I was a kid, I never really liked talking on the phone. And shout out to the people who are cool with me, whether it's some people I know off YouTube and stuff like that. They know me. They know me, man. It may take me a while to get back. You understand? But it's all good. It's all love. You know what I mean? Talking on the phone with friends. I don't remember doing that too much when I was a kid. Maybe here and there, stuff like that. But you're right about that. You know what I mean? You barely get calls and things like that and what have you. Intellectual conversations. Intellectual. You know, sometimes people may call you, did you hear about that hamburger at Burger King that a person found a roach in? I don't want to hear about that. I'm picking up the phone for something like that. I don't want to hear that. You understand? You know what I mean? But some people know how to hold a conversation and an intellectual conversation in general, for sure. You know, he said it's hard making friends. Having no friends is what you're trying to say in general. Well, in these days, trust is hard, man. There's nothing wrong with having friends. There's nothing wrong with communicating, you know what I'm saying, over the phone and whatnot. But trust in these days is hard. It's hard. You know what I mean? It's definitely hard, man. Especially if you've been through some stuff, man. You know, you go to work, you go to school or trade school, whatever the case may be. And I'm not saying you can't remain cool with somebody and build a friendship, but it's absolutely hard in these days, for sure. You know what I mean? All right. He says, nobody has my address except for my mom's. Zimmer Behold says, when people intrude, then waste your time like you have all day to talk. When you don't, totally disrespect towards your time in a way. Absolutely. Folks betray you because they think they either better than you or jealous of you or both. That's what's up. Sometimes family is worse traitors that will stab you in the back, your own flesh and blood. What up, Kim? What up, Jay King? And forgive me because I'm at the 9:27 p.m. mark in the comment section. Forgive me. We're scrolling through. What up, La Original? You said facts. Gotta learn when to cut people off. For sure. You said they smile in your face, the backstabbers. Simply Behold says, you just said to myself, me, myself, and I, be careful. People might think you're a Trinitarian. Oh, no. Like Brother Dan says, oh, no. Ain't no Trinitarian here. Not at all. Not at all. I know how them false prophets could be, you know. Take a snippet of this video and, they'll cut it up. Oh, now he's a Trinitarian now. He said, me, myself, and I. You're right about that. Vivian Whitmore says, my family took money out of my hand before it was even in my hands, and they are putting out lies about me. My children told me it's because of my walk with God. Simply Behold says, the Bible discusses a brother that hurts you, but tells the truth is a friend. But a brother who tells you what you want to hear is, what is that, deceptive, so true. What up, God is one. Michael Hollingsworth says, money, spouse, and wealth has become an issue on why friends and family betray each other. Wow. He says, I'm happy they stopped those stimulus checks when that was causing issues, my family. Jen Juice, you funny, man. Stimulus checks. Wow. Income tax checks, who claiming for this child? Who claiming for that child? Listen, I got 2 mothers of my kids. Listen, they can have it. Simple as that. Let them keep it. At the end of the day, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. Listen, if you're a father, and I know some men out there like, I don't know about that, man. I'm fighting for that. Listen, let them keep the money. Simple as that. You know what I mean? It's nothing to it but to do it. Let them keep the money. The stimulus, I wasn't even worrying about that stuff too much at the end of the day, but you got family members, friends, and things like that have a tug of war over money. over claiming kids and whatnot. Listen, hey, it's whatever. Keep it. I ain't gotta worry about nothing. I ain't gotta worry about no friction. I ain't gotta worry about no confusion. Nothing like that. Anyway, they deserve it anyway. You understand? All right, for sure. You know, let them keep that. Let them claim them kids, man. Let them claim them kids for sure. Ain't that serious? King Allen says had a so-called homeboy, grew up together 15 years, went down the drain. Found out later he's been my biggest hater all this time, stabbing me in the back. Good I think says I found it's spiritual with family. Demons will have families bound, but one person gets saved, stop sinning, and you try to tell them about Jesus, but they get angry because you changed. He says Tony got 3 deadbolts and a combination lock on all of his doors. Oh man. Sounds like a good idea. Georgina Fleming says loyalty is very hard to find. Linda Walton says you gotta to pray about everyone that's in your life. Craig says unless they are support family or friends, I heard never to tell them finance plans because they will use all the info against when the time isn't useful for you. Wow. Jen Ju says my house is like Fort Knox. Wow. La Original says jealousy and envious people will lie on you out of jealousy. Remove them from your life. Shout out to La Original. Fleming says betrayal is breaking of trust that you place on them. So just don't place your trust on them. Deep one for sure. All right. G Swole said, yeah, I was dumb for signing off fully from my sister-in-law's car and giving her my social number, having her husband, my brother, pretending to be me when the financial people calls about the info. That's very serious, man. Co-signing and stuff like that, or signing on fully to somebody. If it ain't your mother, if it ain't your, your father, your grandmother, who you can really trust, and stuff like that. Co-signing is a no-go. Fully signing for somebody is a no-go. You know what I mean? I don't care who it is. You understand? Cousin, nephew, aunt, uncle. If it ain't mommy, who provided for Tony Harvin when he was young and she used to spoil him with Jordans and whatnot, can't do it for you. Or grandma. You know what I mean? Even then, it could be thin. It take me a while to think about it at the end of the day. But anybody who want full signing off or something, I don't care what it's for. No, I won't do it. You understand? I won't do it. You know what I mean? If I had to come from the mud, if I had to come from the lowest of the dirt, my credit score was low. I mean, it was low. You understand? If I had to come from the mud and the dirt to build it up, then you can also do it too. They can also do it too with hard work and effort for sure. It's hard, but you can do it at the end of the day. All right. J. King says people can be dangerous or disgusting or selfish or have no respect and be all negative. But those who have a positive mindset get things done and move on with his or her life. What up, Patty Brown? Hope all is well. What up, Jose Flores? Hope all is well. Lady of Faith says, I agree with you about trust. I believe that trust is hard to gain, but easy to lose. That's a good one right there. What up, G Money? Hollywood says it's a big difference between a friend and an associate. Most people have associates and don't even know it. People should face the fact people have associates, not friends. He said, Dan the man. Oh, man, you're funny, man. Live Ritter says, they took that stimulus check out of our income taxes. They took their money right back. Wow. Gotta follow God says, only trust God, and I just stepped into this convo. Yeah, true. For sure. What up, Rain? He says, I started to use a new friend's NDA. It simply says, you stress me. I block you. That's what's up. Regina says, keep the money. For sure. Keep it. Jeremy says, my wife's family had a fight over money once her grandmother died. That's a big one right there. When somebody dies in your family, you know, God forbid, and that person had, some type of life insurance. It could be $5 million, 5 million. It could be $20 million. Oh man, you will see the families fighting over that for that money at the end of the day. And guess what? That person might have put one person name down to take over all of that. And that's a person in that family that's quiet, trustworthy, good with their finances and whatnot. Meanwhile, everybody's fighting. Everybody's tussling. Man, I want a piece of that. I want a piece of that. Ain't none of their names on that will at all at the end of the day, man. So that's another thing, man. When somebody dies, people fight over that money. And it's a sad thing because it's like, you think about it, like, wow, man, which I couldn't wait till he or she died because they had a good life insurance policy. Wow. Listen, if it's that serious, keep the money. Keep it. It ain't even worth the argument at the end of the day. If you feel as though that you want $20 million or you need a piece of $20 million and that is going to cause friction and that you need it that bad, because they should be like that with striving for God. If you figure that money come across as it being your God, then guess what? You can keep it at the end of the day. If the Lord wants me to have it, guess what? I will get a piece of that at the end of the day. Or he or she who died would have my name on the will in general. You know what I mean? So that's something crazy right there. You know what I mean? For sure. Lara Original says, my father's side of the family are the biggest haters known to men. I don't bother with them at all except for three cousins, my pops and my granny. That's it. That's what's up. For sure. You know what I mean? Simply Behold says, kids were walking around with Jordans and I had my Kmart shoes. Listen, it's all good, man. It's all good for sure. You know, if you had Kmart shoes, it's all good. Back in the day, you probably would have got cracked on and whatnot, joked around. But, Kmart shoes is the stuff in these days, because Jordans done went up to about $500-$600. And listen, I ain't paying for no Jordans $500-$600. I don't care if I'm a millionaire. You know what I mean? I might get a pair here and there, but people want all the Jordans. You know what I mean? Listen, I like Allen Iverson sneakers, the old ones, or the Grant Hills or the Charles Barkleys. I like them. They're pretty nice. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to sit here and buy a whole collection of them at the end of the day. Listen, I got some Walmart sneakers over here somewhere. I got some Amazon sneakers over here somewhere, $20, $30 that I wear. You understand? I got no problem with that. You know what I mean? But some people just real materialistic at the end of the day. What up, Rose? Hope all is well. What up, BZ? La Ritter says, the love of money is the root of all evil. Amen to that, for sure. Good, I think, says, had a friend lose their father, but because they live far, it took them a while to get to their father's home. And when they get there, everything was gone apart from a hat and a walking cane. Wow. Finally, Webview says, I know my sister will be fighting when my parents pass away because of what they have. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy right there for sure. You know what I mean? That's a sad thing right there, All right. All right, we're coming to a closing. We're coming to an end to this live. So if you got any last closing remarks to this live, feel free to share with the chat room for sure. I thank everybody for coming on this live, man. Do remember, I'll be on my other YouTube channel. Sure, we was on there earlier. So if you're not subscribed to that YouTube channel, if you like, go there. Tony Harvin Network. It's called Tony Harvin Network YouTube channel. And my third YouTube channel is Tony Harvin TV, broadcasting the truth of God. This was a great conversation. I wish we could do it longer, but I'm getting sleepy. I'm tired. You understand? I work tomorrow. I would have hoped we could have done it a little bit longer upon this conversation in general, for sure. You says debate. Craig Giselle, you know what I mean? He's trying to, he's interested in having a discussion with Brother Hayes, and I believe Mr. Ham and maybe Reginald Young will be having a discussion too very soon, for sure. What up, Life with the Jones family? Hope all is well. He says, don't forget the Penny Hardaways. He says, this was a quick live. Yeah, man. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah. I was on the other YouTube channel on the live and whatnot and things like that. I would have hoped I could have stayed on here longer, but I was feeling a little sleepy earlier, but I still, managed to squeeze in for at least 45 minutes on here to squeeze it in. Hopefully, I could be on here a little longer tomorrow. You know what I mean? We'll see what the work day is looking like in general. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for tuning in. Everybody, for coming on this live. Let me read these last comments and then we're going to knock off. J. King says, trust, belief, or strength in someone is hard. Those who have respect and patience and have truth to you will have much trust. Amen to that. For sure. Lady of Faith, I appreciate that. He said, where is Peter Baptiste? I don't know. He be on Facebook preaching. Denise says, we all have been betrayed, but the best is to really forgive. If you don't hurt yourself, not hurting yourself will not have no peace. All right, Christoph Jones says, blessed night, family, always a pleasure. Tree says, I had major surgery. Please remember your prayers. I'm bringing stress down, but haters. Thank you for the prayers. Absolutely. All right, I hope everybody have a wonderful night. You know what I mean? Thank everybody for tuning in to this live conversations number 243. And Lord willing, we'll be on tomorrow for a little bit longer, having intellectual discussions and conversations in general. All right, God bless to everybody out there. Oh man, you're funny, man. You're funny. Hope everybody have a wonderful night and a wonderful rest tonight. And God bless to everybody out there. I'm Tony Harvin signing off. I'm out. Peace.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Do remember, if you'd like to subscribe to this channel, hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right here and select all to receive all notifications upon the videos that come out on this channel. Also, my backup channel is Tony Harvin Network if you'd like to do the same.